Dupad, the swag capital of the world. Much of this past week's news was more relative to San Diego Comic-Con than video games, but we do have some news to discuss as well as a multitude of opinions as usual. I know I promised last week that listeners of the show would get a tasty little treat of me singing and covering the DuckTales theme song. Unfortunately, that will have to wait until next week, as we have postponed my special episode. It was supposed to be the episode 17 crazy fiesta type thing, but next week is even more fitting, as you may know, it's our Season 3 finale episode 18. We go by 6 episodes per season, and the Season 4 will begin the week after next week, so mark your calendars, because
Calendar of upcoming events.
On Friday, August 2nd, the Season 3 finale, featuring a giveaway of Steam codes and Bangkok Blend t-shirts, and also featuring co-host and co-founder of B10.com, Logan Hodges. And we'll have plenty of argumentative discussion, constructive discussion, of course, and a giveaway of free games. I mean, all you gotta do is listen. All you have to do is listen to the show, and you could win a free Steam code. You could win a free Bangkok Blend t-shirt, and just by listening to the show, everyone is guaranteed a discount on our upcoming line of Dose of D-Pad merchandise, including t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other useless things that you can keep around the house and take up space with. So tune in. That's next week, Friday, August 2nd. Mark your calendars. Mark your non-existent calendars. I don't mind. Just remember it. Remember the date. 8/2/2013.
Top ranking games of the week.
I was just thinking, how could gamers forget that date? It's 2 days before Pikmin 3 comes out, and that looks fantastic. And it is fantastic. According to the reviews, it seems like a great game. I can't wait. I hope it's a real game changer for Wii U. Get it, game changer. But yeah, I can see the Wii U definitely turning around in the next year or so. I'm incredibly excited about the Wonderful 101. I just realized last week when that Comic-Con trailer came out that it was the same style and the same, a few of the same developers as Beautiful Joe, so I'm really excited about that. That's one of my most anticipated games of the year at this point. Anyway, this is Top Ranking Games of the Week. It may not seem like it because I was rambling on about unnecessary things. Sorry, my chair is all weird. I thought I wanted to go up with the chair, but instead pulling that little lever down there made the chair go down, which was unexpected and remarkably unappealing. So, most popular games this week. Number 1 is The Last of Us, yet again, for like the 6th consistent week in a row. I have no idea if this is the 6th, probably not, but it is a fairly popular game, The Last of Us. I reviewed it for my site. I gave it an 8.3. I liked it. Still feeling like it's considerably overrated, but I mean, it is more Naughty Dog, so can't go wrong there. And it's a more mature Naughty Dog, so it's a very, very Naughty Dog, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's horrible, horrifying. Number 2 is Dota 2 for the PC. I guess that's how you pronounce it. If that is not, then they may want to reconsider the spelling of Dota 2. Number 3, State of Decay on the Xbox 360. 78.03%. Number 4 is Sid Meier's Civilization 5, Brave New World on the PC at 84.58%. Number 5, I'm going to butcher this name, Shin Megami Tensei 4, Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the 3DS at 85.5%. Number 6 is Time and Eternity on the PS3 at 42.52%. Number 7 is Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS at 87.26%. Number 8 is Company of Heroes 2 for the PC at 80.24%. Number 9 is Neverwinter on the PC at 71.73%. Number 10 is The Walking Dead 400 Days on PC at 79.44%. And I will get a chance to play The Walking Dead at some point when it comes to Vita, finally. I wish it came to Wii U. Did Survivor, what was that crappy Walking Dead game that came out this year? Survival, I thought one of the Walking Dead games came to Wii U. Walking Dead Survival Instinct. And that was bad. That was really bad. Did that come to Wii U? I thought one of the... Yes, it did. It came to Wii U, unfortunately. And then what a load of crap that was. But I wish I know I saw promotions for that on Facebook from Nintendo. They were promoting The Walking Dead. I just assumed it was The Walking Dead game, but I guess it wasn't, because I haven't heard anything about The Walking Dead game on Wii U since. Game Wii U. No, I don't think it's Walking Dead. Telltale's The Walking Dead. That's what I mean. The good Walking Dead game. No. That stinks. Yeah, I wish it was coming to Wii U. I mean, it's coming to Vita. Why not? I mean, you're probably not going to get that many sales on the Vita. Maybe. You never know. I mean, they promoted it really well at E3. But that's not really saying much, because the Vita didn't have very good marketing at E3. But nevertheless, I need to move on.
Dev quotes.
The Xbox One could outship the PS4 3-1 this year, says Colin Sebastian. Finally, a quote from a guy whose name I can pronounce. That's lovely. Colin Sebastian says supply chain checks show Microsoft's new systems gaining momentum. Fate of the Wii U rests on holiday software lineup. And it very much does, Colin, because I say the Wii U makes it. I say right now my Wii U is literally collecting dust. Like the other day, I thought people were exaggerating when I heard that Wii U's begin to collect dust after a while, because I mean, I'm not playing it or anything because there's nothing out on it really. I don't really like the Lego games, and kind of got bored of Nintendo Land after about a day, and I didn't really like New Super Mario Bros. U that much at all. So there's that, and I did pay for the New Super Luigi U DLC. I actually like that better than the original game, but still, it's nothing wonderful. It's nothing wonderful 101. Am I right? But yeah, I say Wii U definitely gains momentum, and I think, I don't know if the Xbox One will outsell or outship the PS4 3-1, that sounds a little ridiculous, especially since PS4 pre-sales were succeeding past the Xbox One, and I don't know. We'll see. He says, despite losing the headline battle at E3, Microsoft's Xbox One appears to be regaining some momentum in part due to the used and online policy tweaks. Importantly, our supply chain checks suggest Microsoft may have the benefit of a 2 to 3 times unit advantage at launch compared to Sony's PS4s. So that might make sense. If Microsoft has more Xbox Ones, that sounds weird. I don't think I've ever said ones like that unless it was like $1 bills. But if Microsoft has more Xbox, Xbox One consoles, then I mean it could very well outsell the PS4 3-1 just because they have 3 consoles for every 1 console that Sony has. That would make sense. But I don't see them outselling, maybe outshipping. I don't see it. Xbox One outselling. I see them being probably about even this time, maybe with the PS4 coming a little bit higher on top, but I mean, I feel like it's just going to be like last generation, completely disregarding PS3's horrible launch.
Direct Xbox.
A verdict has been reached in a lawsuit between Robin Antoniuk, the original Madden programmer, and EA, awarding the programmer $11 million in damages due to unpaid royalties. He's now a wealthy, wealthy man. And EA is still wealthy. Microsoft has confirmed self-publishing for the Xbox One. So that's good. Indie devs can now self-publish on the Xbox One. That's what I've always wanted to do. That's what I've always wanted to do. Oh, that's so bad. Microsoft has confirmed that first-party Xbox One games will cost $49.99 in the UK, the same standard as their Xbox 360 games. Microsoft, the same standard that their Xbox 360 games hold now. I'm pretty sure Xbox 360 games will go down once the Xbox One releases. Let's hope. Microsoft has announced that Kinect for Xbox One is 10 times more powerful than the original. Yeah. I mean, if you're into powerful cameras, then yeah.
PlayStation Nation.
Sony has announced that a Gran Turismo movie adaptation is in the works, with the team behind 50 Shades of Grey producing. Oh. Well, this is going to be an awkward car simulation movie. The real racing simulator. Ooh. Longtime writer for Insomniac Games, TJ Fixman, renowned for his work on the Ratchet & Clank games, has left the studio. So, yeah, we'll miss that guy, cause we all know how great the writing is in games like Ratchet & Clank. Nah, I'm just messing. It's supposed to be cartoony, guys. We'll actually miss him. No sarcasm intended this time.
Leave luck to heaven.
Shigeru Miyamoto has announced that Pikmin 3 DLC is very possible. Very likely. The Mad Hatter has been confirmed as a character for Batman Arkham Origins, which I don't know why I'm placing that here in the Nintendo section, but yes, the Mad Hatter will be a character in Batman Arkham Origins. I just couldn't find another place to put this, and since it's one of the few third-party games coming to Wii U, I'm like, hey, why not? Nintendo has confirmed that a black 3DS XL model is coming to North America. So, for those who like their systems a little black, you know where to go. North America, where everything is black. Okay, I can see how that might sound racist. But trust me, it's not.
Elite Machines.
Verizon has announced a new lineup of Droid smartphones, including the Motorola Droid Ultra, the Droid Mini, and the Droid Max. And if you can hold on for just a second, I'm going to pull up the specifications for you. The specifications consist of the Motorola Droid Ultra is 7.8 millimeters thin with a 1.7 gigahertz dual-core processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and 16 gigabytes of storage. But, amazingly enough, the Max will last 48 hours with normal use, compared to the 32-hour battery life of the Razer Max HD, the former Motorola Droid, like high-end Droid smartphone handset. The Droid Mini will... Hold on, I gotta find what the Droid Mini will consist of. I don't know, because it doesn't say here. But that's okay, because you can check it out on the Google machine later on. Anywho, I'm moving on. Google has announced a new Nexus 7 tablet. The specs are as follows. I do have the specs for this. It's a 1.5 gigahertz quad-core crate CPU. The Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro system on chip. The OS it's running is the newly announced Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. Once again, Jelly Bean. I'm so sick of Jelly Beans. Storage capacity is 16 or 32 gigabytes. I wish they had offered the 8 again, but you know, you gotta advance someday, I guess. Although I did buy the 8 and regretted it, so I don't know why I'd want another 8, especially since it doesn't support external memory cards. The random access memory is 2 gigabytes. The RAM, for those of you who don't like lengthy names. The display is 7 inches, 180 millimeters diagonal, 1920 by 1200 resolution, 16 by 10, once again aspect ratio, that weird aspect ratio, and it's 323 pixels per inch. It's got a multi-touch capacitive touchscreen. It's got Adreno 320 graphics card, or graphics chip, I guess. It supports MP3, WAV, that doesn't matter. And it's got a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera, a 5.0 megapixel rear-facing camera, and it's got all kinds of other things that don't really matter. And Android 4.3 has been released today for Nexus devices, even though I can't access it, and includes deeper multi-user support as well as better visuals for games. NVIDIA has demonstrated Project Logan, a concept video which showcases next-gen graphics for smartphones and tablets. The video, released today, clearly shows graphical capabilities which succeed the PlayStation 3 and some mid-range modern-day PCs, which will eventually lead us into our discussion topic of the week, which explains why I'm scared of tablets and smartphones right now. Google has announced Chromecast, a $35 HDMI dongle made to compete with Apple's AirPlay software featured on the $99 Apple TV. When connected to your television and home Wi-Fi as well as the mobile device of your choice, users can access Netflix, YouTube, and Google Play with third-party support, such as from Pandora Internet Radio, in the near future. That seems really cool. I'm definitely getting one, because it's $35 to turn your TV into a smart TV. I don't see why not. I might get a couple. But yeah, I've been talking about something like this for a while. Also, not mentioned in the article, in the source article I got this from, the Chromecast will also include 3 free months of Netflix which basically, even if you're a current subscriber, even if you've been a subscriber before, or if you're going to be a subscriber, like a new subscriber, it doesn't matter. No matter your situation, you get 3 months free of Netflix, and that's a great deal because this pretty much pays for itself if you are already interested in getting Netflix. So, you might want to consider the Chromecast if you don't already have an Apple TV or Roku device or anything of the sort. Google has also released Google has also released Play Games today on the Google Play Market, which allows you to view and manage all of your Android games in one area, as well as compare scores with others. Nokia has announced the sub-$300 Nokia Lumia 625 that utilizes the largest Lumia display and does not require a contract. Very cheap device. You don't need your 2-year contract to be up or whatever. You don't need to sign a new contract or re-sign a current contract or any of that crap to get this. You can just get your sub-$300 Nokia Lumia 625. It's got a 4.7-inch screen. Unfortunately, that 4.7-inch screen is only a 480p screen, so your resolution's not going to be very high. It's going to look pretty blurry, even though, like, 5 or 6 years ago, we had 480p television screens, so it's better than absolutely nothing at all. So that's always a bonus.
Discussion topic of the week.
And that leads us into our discussion topic of the week, which is, will consoles be replaced by more powerful tablets and smartphones during the lifespans of the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U, or will mobile gaming subside? The answer to this is completely unknown at this point. That's why it's going to be difficult to answer. But what I think, I don't think games on mobile devices are very interesting right now at all, despite the graphical capability of some modern-day smartphones. And that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if we're just going to be advancing into this next year with lifespans of these new NVIDIA chips that demonstrate PS3 graphics and beyond, why are we still playing games like Candy Crush on our smartphones, and why are we playing Angry Birds and stuff like that? Like, so what if these games are showing off next gen graphics? It doesn't really matter when all you're playing is these 2D puzzle games that have been done to death already. So no, I don't think I think consoles will definitely retain their little niche they have now, because although mobile gaming has become more popular, it's become more popular amongst the same people who weren't really playing video games before. They're just, it's really the Wii crowd. The people that were playing Wii before have kind of moved on to mobile, which is why Nintendo's kind of targeting that audience with the Wii U gamepad. Completely understandable. But mobile gaming doesn't seem to, in my opinion, I don't think mobile gaming really impacts the decision of a core gamer that plays their PS3 or PS4 in the future, of course. Their PS3, their Xbox 360, and PC, I guess. I mean, some PC gamers might be interested in mobile because, I mean, PC and mobile are very similar. Besides the fact that on PC you can play multi-platform games. So, unless mobile gaming really advances in the near future to the point where we're getting these experiences like The Last of Us and like Uncharted, and I'm not just gonna list Naughty Dog games. I'm gonna list BioShock and the Batman Arkham games and all these great games we've experienced in the past, and on the PS3 and on the consoles. I just don't think that mobile could ever catch up to that, because it doesn't seem like so far they are. They're not capturing that emotional experience. It's very emotionless, unless you count the iPhone version of the Walking Dead game. Unless they start becoming more multi-platform, where developers begin porting their games to mobile, which I can't see happening, because mobile games usually target a very low price point, which is very unlikely for these AAA developers to target unless they have to. Which, at this point, I know AAA gaming is down and it's not doing so well, but I don't think they'd ever resort to doing mobile games like these really cheesy rip-off, knockoff games. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the near future. We'll definitely see, especially when this Project Logan that NVIDIA is working on, when that releases, we'll definitely see what developers are capable of for mobile, and if it's even worth our time. Whereas for consoles, we already know it's worth our time, because we're experiencing these really great adventures, these really insanely emotional quests, and I can't see that same impact being available for mobile with the touchscreen and without the controller, and with using gyro controls and all this stuff I really don't want to deal with. I can't see that annoyance being disregarded just because of an emotional experience, and because of, well, even the gameplay isn't great on these mobile games. I mean, it's all stuff that's been done before. There's not really anything that interests me on mobile besides emulators. And I have an Android. I have only Android devices, so I realize there are better games on iOS by far. But it's nothing. I don't even think if I had an iOS device that I would really mess with those too much. I'd probably at first, but I don't think I would even play games on my iOS device, and honestly don't think there are many games on mobile, if any, that are worth my time and worth dealing with. And I'd much rather sit down and play a game on my Vita than on the Wii U gamepad, or on the 3DS, than on a iOS device or on a phone. I just can't see. I don't know. I've played games on my Android devices, and the touchscreen controls are a real turnoff. Even with emulators, I don't even want to play the emulators sometimes. I rarely do. I don't play games at all on Android anymore. I played emulators at first, and I played Grand Theft Auto 3 on my phone, but it's not really... None of that's really worth my time. And I got a controller, a thing that hooks up my controller to... it's like a connector. I forgot what it was called. It was like... I don't know what that thing was called. But it connected my PS3 controller directly to my Android phone, my Samsung Galaxy S3. And I played GTA 3 on there. And it's just too much trouble to hook up a controller to that. I mean, you have to... I had to actually plug it in. If I wanted to use Bluetooth, I didn't really understand what I was supposed to do if I wanted to use Bluetooth, so there's that. I just didn't get it. Yeah, I remember what it was. I had to root my phone, which I had done before. I really just didn't feel like doing again, because it consumes a lot of battery life, and it just ruined my days. So playing games isn't really worth all the trouble on mobile, whereas and I know this is really redundant, because the reason people are playing games on their phones is because it's really simple to do. I mean, you already have your phone in your pocket, you just pull it out and you play a game. But for me, I didn't think it was that easy. I thought, yeah, if I wanted to use a controller, sure, you can use a controller, but it's going to be a pain in the butt to do, and it's never going to be the same as console gaming. It's not going to feel the same, and it's really surprising that I never got into mobile gaming, because I've always been a fan of the portable systems rather than the consoles. I played my Game Boy. I played my Game Boy more than my GameCube and my PlayStation 2, and I was a Game Boy Advance. That was like my first consoles, was PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance. And what else? And GameCube after that. And I played Game Boy way more often. And then I got the DS, and I ended up getting a Wii after a while, and after a while of holding off on that, because I like to pretend that I didn't like the Wii, even though I secretly wanted one really badly. So I waited until I got the Wii. And I still played my DS even more than I played the consoles, and I ended up, I got a PSP. I actually sold that because I wasn't really into that at the time. I was still kind of younger. And then I got the, what is it? I got an Xbox 360. No, I got that before I got the PSP, and before I got the Wii. But I got an Xbox 360, and after a long time of having that, of owning that, I sold that like 2 years ago. And the Xbox 360 was interesting. I didn't really enjoy it at all, but that's just me. I'd probably get one again if I felt it was necessary, but if I didn't have a PC that I was using. But right now, PC feels great. I don't really need a Halo game. I don't need any Halo games right now. I'm not really feeling that. But what I'm trying to get at is that I sold the Xbox 360 before I got a PS3. I didn't have a PS3. I didn't have a PC I could play games on. I had nothing but my 3DS. I sold the 360 to play the 3DS solely because that was taking up most of my time at that moment. And that's really interesting that I never got into mobile games, because I've enjoyed playing mobile games for my entire life. It's always been my favorite, but it's always been my preference personally. But I can't get into playing it on a phone without buttons. It's just not the same as when I was a kid, but to each his own, I suppose. If you have an opinion about whether mobile gaming will ever replace console gaming, please submit your tweet to @b10.com. That's @symbol, you know, the little @ symbol. I mean, if you have a Twitter, you obviously know that symbol. And then the letter B, the number 10, that's 10 for those of you who haven't learned your numbers yet. The word dot, D-O-T, and the word com, C-O-M. @b10.com. Submit your opinion about whether or not consoles will be replaced by mobile games. That's smartphones and tablets. And thanks for listening. If you or someone you know would like to join me on the show at any time, feel free to contact me on the site by emailing the address info@b10.com. That's info @ B-ten.com. And have a good remainder